presented by We'll Grow and Fly GHG. Now you can listen to the full version of this podcast on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. We need recipes for everything. And in this day and age, it seems as if everything you want to cook is a successful career in social media. Meet La Cooquette, the best kept secret of YouTube, ready to give you a master class. She will tell you how you can mix hard work, the perfect sous chef, a lot of trial and error, 1 ounce of patience, a bunch of spicy Latin flavor, and the sweet taste of talent on top to become today's star of the Fuego Femmes. I'm here with La Cooquette.
Yeah.
What's your full name, by the way?
Nobody knows my full name.
No! I don't know it.
People call me Cooquette. Or
Cooquette.
Coquette. They don't
Coquette.
even know how to pronounce it.
How do you pronounce it?
Cooquette. It's
Cooquette.
good. You did
Like from cooking, right?
Sí, exactly.
But it looks like coqueta. Like
Exactamente. You get my feeling.
Yeah.
That's why we created it. It's a made-up name.
For how long have you been La Cooquette?
Well, I started as Maria Sierra first, but I became La Cooquette.
La Cooquette is so much better.
In 2013. Oh my gosh.
Oh my
yeah.
God, the OG
2013.
YouTuber.
I
You
know.
started on
It's insane.
YouTube, right?
Yes, September 2013 fall.
Oh my God, did you celebrate a birthday or something? How do you
know.
remember that?
I think like I looked at it because I don't know, YouTube sent me an email like, oh, it's your anniversary. I'm like, oh really? It's been that long? We celebrate more when we became full-time, because I've been doing YouTube full-time for 3 years now. So.
Oh really? You feel like you didn't do it like for real before?
Oh no, it was like a hobby. I was
Yeah?
working in marketing in an agency, and it was a hobby. It was like a lot to handle at once. So that's actually we decided to take a risk and do full-time 3 years ago, and that's when it became like serious.
What changed?
Well, dedication, time, effort, guts, and just like, I think we became more passionate about what we do after learning that it takes a lot of work to just live off of that.
And you work with your husband, right?
Yes, we started the channel with my husband, Alvaro Hernandez. It was actually his idea because he studied film. And I just enjoyed cooking a lot. And so he saw that I was really good at, presenting stuff and like making people see what I cooked. And that's what it got to him. Like, we have to do something on YouTube. This is exploding, and it is exploding. And yeah, it was because of him.
And have you been always passionate about cooking, or how
No,
did you start it?
No, para nada.
No?
Actually, I hate it. It's not like I hate it. I didn't cook at all before college. I started cooking in college. Cuando me fui a estudiar sola, when I was actually living in D.C. when it was all the cupcake boom period. Mm-hmm. And I was actually living right next to Georgetown Cupcakes. And I just became obsessed with cupcakes. And then Who didn't? Yeah.
It was like Cupcake Landia.
But
like the whole world was
everybody.
Like
that was me.
Totally, yeah.
And then cupcakes, and then cookies, and it was always like plastic experiments that my then boyfriend, now husband, had to try. It was really bad. Like he would eat like the leftovers, like las sobras. Up to this date, there's still a lot of things that I can't really like deal with, like chocolate.
Baking is my enemy.
It
and
is
I try
tricky.
so hard every Christmas, guys. I try so hard. I even get the boxes. It's so simple. Just add water. Don't know
You don't add water. What do you
don't-
add?
Are you a good baker?
Yeah, I think I am. I'm a good baker, but I'm not that good of a decorator. Porque, everything
Takes a lot of...
I'm super clumsy.
Yeah.
No. Yeah.
Como
Everything,
que mano
like, falls
fija,
apart.
right?
Oof.
Like steady hand.
Steady hand, and like I am a perfectionist in terms of like getting for a recipe to taste what it should taste like. Mm-hmm. But most of all, I just like, creating recipes to inspire people to start cooking. Like I always tell them, like I'm not a professional cook. You should try something other than cookies so that you feel that you can,
No, I'm
do
a
stuff.
great cook.
That's your thing.
Baby.
Just stay with your jam, and that's
And
it.
I'm very creative, actually. If I have like
I know
a
you
couple
are.
of ingredients, I will make something amazing, like restaurant-looking food, like for real.
I think you
That's
just have
why
to
it's so
find-
frustrating for me that I cannot bake a simple chocolate chip cookie?
No. I think everybody has like their own special, talent.
I feel like I'm Monica from France. Like she's good at, she's an amazing chef,
Yeah.
but she can do cookies. She can
Sometimes
do that.
you just
No.
can't. I don't do cake pops. Cake pops are my nightmare.
What are cake pops?
Cake pops, los que son una bolita, like the little balls of cake that are covered in chocolate. Those are always like little
Oh, but
cajitas.
they're not good. No
Yeah,
bueno. I don't
yeah,
like them.
no
So
bueno.
it's good. It's good.
Mhm.
It's good.
Or like fondant. I'm not good at fondant. Oh my gosh, no.
No.
Fatal.
No.
So I rather stick with what I like.
But what brought you here? Like, you have to go through a lot of things to kind of find your path. What did you do before cooking that you didn't even love to begin with?
Well, it started. I think it's not that I didn't like it. I didn't love it. Maybe it was something more along the lines of, it was an okay job. It was something that I was, good at, marketing and advertising and social media. I was working at an agency, but it wasn't. I wasn't exploring like much creativity there, and I think like being the outspoken person that I am, like I just had to, do something else with my talent, and I just found it on YouTube. But like the more that we practiced, the more that we created videos, the more people we reached, and the more stories, the amazing stories of people that had seen our videos that were inspired, and just like out of like funny cooking videos. And that was like incredible. Like I knew that I was doing something right, sharing that content with the world.
How do you balance it out?
Uh,
Do you get burned out
Oh, yeah, I
from
do.
your own energy?
I think before I didn't, but hey, I'm a mom now. So that
So you
changes
need
everything.
it. You need that
changes
extra
everything.
energy.
Yeah, you need extra energy, and like I get tired. Like I can say now, before I hate sleeping, but
What?
now
You need
I appreciate
sleeping.
sleeping. It's so dumb because
Uh-huh.
when I was in college, I didn't like sleeping. I hated like the fact that I had to sleep because there were so many other things I wanted to do with my time. And then I got married to my husband, and he's like, he loves to sleep, and so he made me sleep like 6-7 hours a day. And
He
I'm like,
makes you sleep?
he makes me sleep.
What? Like sleep with me?
Yeah,
Okay.
like come to bed, and I'm like, no,
What?
seriously,
Can
and like
he-
sleep.
Can he do that alone?
No, he just stays up, and then he like blames me, and I'm like, no, dude, but like, why can't you just like sleep by yourself? O sea, porque me necesitas a mí? And he cares about my health, and I
Okay.
understand it, and like I appreciate it now because now I'm realizing that maybe a lot of the things that I don't remember are because I don't sleep.
Oh, you don't have
that
a
much.
good memory?
Woo! Bueno,
Me
antes
neither.
tenía más. No, yeah, but
I
It's
think
hard.
we don't pay attention enough.
yeah,
That's the thing.
No, but you know how like in the Inside Out movie, like the Pixar, like,
Uh-huh.
that's how I learned that you need sleep because that's when your memories are like stored, like the long term memories are stored. And I was like, oh my gosh, this is boom, o sea, mind blown. That's
Yeah.
why I don't remember like a lot of the things that happened like a long time ago because I didn't sleep much in my teenage and college years, and now that I sleep, I get more tired. But hey, it helps.
It helps. And do you hold like malos sentimientos for too long? Because I since I don't have that good of a memory, I
You hold the
forget about
feelings?
people
Uh-huh,
and
but you have the
situations.
feelings?
Like I don't even remember some people sometimes.
No, I'm always been that person, and I think like I take that after my dad. Like I hate drama. I hate drama. I hate like having these feelings for a long time, like bad feelings about people, and just getting into problems. Sometimes it's good that I'm also like super naive. I'm like super ingenua. Like I don't really realize a bunch of things that are happening in the world and around people, and a lot of like the chisme that people are spreading around and all that. Because I just I move past that. I'm soy super ingenua, and I like that, because I don't get to remember that.
Why did you start making videos in English, and how long have you been doing that?
Well, it was funny because we started in English because we were in LA. We were living in LA, and we were like, okay, let's start in English. It was actually really bad at first because I speak like really fast, as you can tell.
Oh, but I mean, your English is pretty good. What I'm saying is, did you start speaking English just when you started the videos,
No,
or
no, no,
you way
no, no.
before when you
No,
started?
no, I learned English when I was
in
4
DC.
in Honduras. En Honduras.
In Honduras.
En Honduras te lo enseñé muy bien.
Oh,
Honduras.
what?
Honduras.
That's new information for me.
Of course. No, a ver, no todo el mundo, es cierto. I'm super lucky, but the people that get private education in Honduras have really good English. And it's actually in ranks in like, es como de los mejores inglés, o sea, one of the like the best English
In Latin America?
education in Latin America, Honduras. But unfortunately, not everybody gets it. But I was lucky enough that my parents could get me into a private education, and I got it from the beginning. And it also helped that I lived, well, I know, because I studied in Spain. And that was really bad. Cause
You lived in Spain?
Sí.
Oh
Yo
my
estaba por todas
God, la
partes.
Cooquette looks like a little baby. She has such a long story.
I have a baby.
And she has a baby. I can stop looking at you like a little baby.
I know. People tell me, if without makeup, people tell me I look like I'm 14.
You look like
Yeah.
maybe 16 now because you have a baby.
I know.
You know, you look
It's like shocking.
2 years older now.
Yeah, 16.
But
16
then
and pregnant.
When you
No.
No. She's old enough to
Yes.
have a kid.
I'm
Okay.
29.
Yeah. No. Oh my God, you're a baby. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It gets better.
Gets better.
But when you started doing your videos, you started your videos in English.
In English. We started in English.
I mean, your first YouTube video ever
Yeah,
was
it was
in
really
English?
bad. It's cinnamon roll waffles. That was my first YouTube video. If you go look at it on my channel, you're gonna just laugh because it's so pathetic. Because my husband, I speak really fast. He made me pronounce things like super.
That's
like,
my.
slowly,
You know, that's a problem
and
that
I
I
do
that
not like that.
Yeah, that I face every day because the way I speak Spanish is so fast, and I try to have my same energy in
Yeah.
English,
And the thoughts.
I can, but then I go the other way. The opposite way, and I try to pronounce every single word like this, and it's
That was
just,
me.
Oh, so tiring and
So
stupid.
tiring. So
yeah.
tiring. And so like boring.
I guess you've had faced failures.
A lot.
A lot? Seriously?
Well, not like shattering failure, like, oh my gosh, I don't know what to do with my life anymore.
No,
More
no,
s- more-
you've never felt that way?
I felt more.
Because I feel that way pretty much once a month.
Yeah, we were through a very frustrating period when we had taken the risk of like, let's move to Tijuana, let's do this full time. We were doing videos in English and in Spanish, and the problem was that we didn't know that we had to separate them into 2 channels.
Oh,
And
tell
so-
me about it.
Shut.
Yes.
So I don't know why nobody had told us that, and we were doing that stuff for like the first 3 years, and everybody that we met would tell us, "Your content is amazing. Why don't you have millions of followers?" And we were like, "We don't know. We didn't even have like 10,000 to like the first 3 years. It was really bad, and then all of a sudden." It was really hard to like keep persevering and keep inspired.
Oh, yeah, because you feel so not motivated anymore. Like,
it's not like
yeah.
our content wasn't reaching people, and I mean I appreciated that it was reaching like some people, like hundreds and some thousands of people, but I knew that it had to reach more people. More people had to see what we were creating, especially when we started creating the food and travel videos, because it was actually more passionate than just the recipes. We were telling people stories. We were telling stories about culture, and like I think stories about places that people needed to hear. And so it was very frustrating, but it was good that we had each other, because when one was down, the other one was like lifting the other up, and like
that's
just
so
like
cute.
keep pushing.
It's funny that you always talk about from a we point of view and
Yeah.
not I relate to that because I work with Gabriel, my husband, and we are a team. Like
Yeah.
everything we do it together.
Yeah.
Some people don't get it.
Some people,
I
yeah,
think
don't
for
get it.
some people that doesn't work. That's not gonna work.
It's hard.
How do you do it? How do you
It's
keep
super hard.
yourself sane? How do you keep your relationship going without adding more problems because you work together?
Well, it's a challenge. It is. I mean, as I'm sure you know, it has its ups and downs, because we're both passionate about what we have, and for me at least, it's really hard to say no. And so in that way, like, I know I need somebody that keeps me sane and keeps me grounded and like fights for like my health. That's my husband, because he is better at those things. And it's good because it's like you're working with your best friend, and like he has some traits, tiene unas virtudes que yo no
that
tengo.
you don't have, obviously.
And like he sees more long term, I see more short term, and that sort of thing. So that it's like a really good balance. It also can become though like very intense and very like tiring, especially like when you're like an entrepreneur, you're working from home. I don't stop, and so it's like midnight, and it's like, oh shoot, we forgot to like, you know, spend some time with each other, not talking about work. And so we've had those days, and we realize that it doesn't do good for our relationship. So we're every day we're trying to like, you know, let's set some limits after 8 or after 9 when the kid is down.
We don't talk about work anymore.
No.
Oh, really?
Try not to talk about work.
Do you have like a time set?
It's usually after we put the baby to sleep. And once we do that,
So-
we've accomplished something. What's that?
We're free.
See? Yeah, because when you add a kid to the story, that's a whole new thing, man.
Oh,
It's like we have 2 jobs.
Yeah. What are you drinking?
Kombucha.
How do you pronounce that? Kombucha.
I think like, yeah.
Kombucha.
Kombucha, I don't know. Kombucha.
What a horrible drink.
Why?
Does it taste good?
I mean,
seriously?
sí. It's so weird. It's so weird. So, and I'm
Don't
a new-
tell me
no.
es un gusto que tú adquieres.
No, ni
Please.
pichichi. No.
If you put a glass full of kombucha and a glass of chocolate milk,
No, me voy por la lechita.
exactly, that's what I'm saying. It
Hey.
tastes like shit. That's what I'm saying.
It doesn't taste like shit. You know
Yeah,
what?
it does.
'Cause- No. I know some people do it because of like the healthy thing. I'm not healthy. I don't do it for the healthy
So
thing.
you're even
I just-
crazier.
No.
You're
'Cause it-
drinking it because you like it?
So I love like the weird like acidic taste, and I hate beer.
Drink
But I like-
lemonade.
No, pero te lo juro, it's like weird because I like all those like weird drinks that have like apple cider vinegar with like ginger. Es tan rico,
Ew.
me fascina. Es súper raro, pero me encanta. I don't know. It's like,
You're
and
so
I don't like
weird.
fizzy drinks. I don't drink champagne. I hate like beer. I hate soda. I don't drink soda.
You don't like
Y de
femme
repente
potato.
como que me empezó a gustar esto. Like,
Oh.
one of my friends introduced me to kombucha, and I'm like, it's so freaking expensive, but I like it.
Oh.
So
I think
expensive.
there is something like fancy to it. Like people like to drink it
know.
because it's weird and it doesn't taste good.
A mí sí me gusta. No, en serio. De verdad, no es porque
I'm not saying you don't like it. I'm saying
Like,
it
it tastes
tastes
weird.
like
It does-
shit.
no, it does
and
taste
that's
weird.
a
It
fact.
does taste weird. It does
That
taste
is a fact. Okay.
Es que sí sale, o sea, sabe fermentado.
A mierda.
Pero que te deja, no sé, es como adictivo. I don't know. I like it.
Coño, no, ya adiós a las marcas de kombucha. Bye bye,
Guerra-
kombucha brands.
guerra contra kombucha.
Sponsored videos. You're being very focused now on your YouTube channel, but do you have like a wild dream ahead?
It's hard to, and that's why when I say that it's like really good that I have my best friend with me and he sees like a long-term thing. Because with all this,
Is he a bigger dreamer than you?
he is.
Yeah,
He is.
You're more realistic and maybe
I'm very,
a
like,
pessimist a little bit.
No, I'm super positive.
Okay.
But I'm always like thinking of the now.
Okay.
When I should be thinking about like what's happening in 5
yeah,
years,
in
10 years.
2,
So I
5
really
years,
don't
yeah.
know what I'm gonna be doing in 5 years, 10 years. I always tell him like I think like I take things like very positively. Like I don't, I try to smile at life a lot of times because my family has, my parents started from nothing, and like they're both like super successful at what they do. And
What
like
do they do?
so my mom is like all over the place. She runs a foundation that my grandma started that helps people with like kidney disease, and she also is like an accountant, but she works from overseas because she lives in Panama, but works for a company in Honduras, so she travels a lot. My dad travels like 3 times a week.
Oh.
Wow. He's like all over like South America and France and all that. And so I've learned to like work hard, and I think like we're freaking lucky to be doing what we do, and
And you're
we've
traveling a lot
adapted.
right now.
Yeah, we
How do
travel.
you do that? How do you deal with having
I
a
don't know.
kid and traveling and
Well, I started traveling with her when she was 2 months, 2.5 months, so that helped. she's really like a nice baby. Like, you know, when you get on planes and like people look at you when you have a baby, like, oh, she's not.
I
like,
remember
you're gonna have a baby.
we had like a YouTube event or something, and she was so little and so adorable. She didn't cry once.
We always get it at the airplanes. Like after the when the airplane lands, people come up to us and they're like, "Oh my gosh, I thought your baby was gonna be like really bad, but she was not."
So you're very lucky.
We're super lucky.
You're really lucky
because we do travel a lot. Like, we just came back from Spain, from like 3 weeks in Spain, and like we were traveling like within Spain, like so many. You know, Barcelona to Madrid to Pamplona, San Sebastián, Santander, then Cádiz.
Oh, wow. So I need you to give them 5 tips to make your YouTube channel grow.
5 tips. Okay, number 1, just start. People are afraid to start because they want to have everything ready, the latest technology.
You're never ready. You're never
start.
ready. Yes.
Solo empieza y dale pa'lante. Second, just, you know, create, and then out of that you just get like the better videos. Because if you're trying, you know, to like make something that seems perfect, that looks perfect, but it's not you, like it's not gonna happen. So
it might happen, but I think you're not gonna feel comfortable, and you're not gonna last.
Yeah, you're not gonna last. You're not gonna last. It's something impersonal. I think YouTube is something personal, unless you're part of like a big production company and like what you do is, you know, has nothing to do with you. Which I don't know. I've never been in that case. So if you want to do something for you, just create, but get like the best, like the better version that really represents what you.
Keep it real. Keep it real. Yes.
That's like a 2 and 3. I don't know. I'm keeping it real. Then I would say, just like don't try to compare yourself too much.
And right now with the whole social media is like,
YouTube is a pool. YouTube is a pool of like the world and the fact that everybody has a story to tell. And nobody can tell the story as you can tell it.
Exactly.
Nobody can show the world what you have to offer. That makes you unique. So don't compare yourself to others. Don't try to do what other people are doing. Just do what you want to do. That's it.
Awesome. And
y la última, no sé.
Fifth,
Yo diría como, I think don't use YouTube as an end. YouTube is a tool. I don't like when people like they think like I'm gonna become a YouTuber and that's all. No. YouTube is a great tool.
It's just a platform that you can actually, you know,
use to share your story, your passion, your mission, to sell stuff, whatever. But it is a tool that you can use. And so if you don't obsess too much of like just YouTube, you're going to be better off, and you're going to have to learn how to utilize other tools, other social media tools maybe, or other like platforms and other ways for the better to even grow your YouTube channel.
Also, you don't know how long that's gonna stay there. Platforms
no pongas todos los huevos en una canasta.
And exactly, they die sooner or later.
Yeah.
So you gotta understand that you have to make sure of making yourself better and understand who you are and what you want to be, no matter what platform you are in. And that's my 2 cents.
Yes.
To that. Yeah.
I like that. No, it is true. Because in the end, it's like,
maybe there's no YouTube and then you don't have a career.
Yes.
No, please. Don't do that.
Don't do that. It's a great learning experience. It's a great tool. Just don't get too obsessed with it.
Exactly. And that doesn't define you either. Okay. Thank you so much. Where can they follow you?
So people can follow me anywhere as La Cooquette, if you know how to write it. So I'm going to spell it. It's L-A-C. L-A-C. Ya ni sé. No, a ver, I'm going to spell it right.
L-A-C. O-O-Q-U-E-T-T-E.
Don't confuse them with the
We made it. We made it.
Instagram, YouTube, everywhere as La Cooquette.
That's easy. I'm Maiah Ocando everywhere. So, you know.
Yours is easier. People know how to spell that.
Well, no. They skip the H sometimes. They put a Y sometimes.
Maiah.
So, it's not that easy.
Hey. Okay. I got you, girl. Thank
you.
Gracias por invitarme.
Thank you. Qué papada, vale.
La Mayra Pija.
Qué papada. Thank you so much for watching the Fuego Femmes. I am Maiah Ocando, and you can follow me on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. I am at Maiah Ocando anywhere. Pretty simple. Thank you so much.